No tank review, nothing. We're going straight into the most crazy replays. Well, not the most crazy replays you've ever seen. There are some very, very weird replays out there, but this is up there, okay? Actually, most of the replays in this video are up there. So, what is this tank about? If you don't want to look at the tank review, well, it's basically the same as the tier 10, except the weaknesses are actually removed. Its pen has improved, its top speed has increased, and it has no corner plate or underflaps, which means you can side scrape like this. So I come over here to get some early shots off, because there's always someone that crosses here, right? Now you might think, oh, Chems, you should have gone to the north. That's where mediums usually go. Yeah, maybe, sure. But this was one of the first few games I played. Actually, I think this game was the first game I played that day. And my mark was at like 94%. So I was like, I'm not gonna take any risk. I'm just gonna go to the heavy flank and try to farm heavies, you know? Because if I go to the medium flank, who knows, I might just get sniped by a TD and set on fire or some shit. But as you know, with this tank, it's the classic meme. If you didn't see the meme, it's basically just you sit and wait for 80% of the battle, clicking the pen, doing nothing, and then the last 20% is Rambo, basically, or you're the Terminator. Anyway, there's an EBR here, and okay, he just barely evaded me. Okay. First minute and a half into the game, haven't even fired my gun. That's just Ares gameplay, man. If you want to have the huge damage games, you need to be patient and conserve your HP for when you need to trade it. So a lot of times, like, for example, in the Mountain Pass video, when I first made a video on this tank, I was poking in front of the 2 KR1s, Badger, 268, and I was eating shots. And I didn't care, because I had HP, and I used that HP to farm them out. And so, at the south, I was like, okay, I'm really not getting any shots. Maybe I'll get some shots over here. And there's a KR1 there, but, oh, I got spotted. And thankfully that E4 missed. Had I stopped, the E4 might have... I don't think he had a shot on me, but I wouldn't have pulled back. I would have kept going forward, and then I would have gotten shot by the E4 for sure. But, yeah. Okay, wow. 2 shots, 235 damage. Wow. We're down 6,000 HP, by the way. And this kind of reminds me of what I said in the Mouse King video, where it's like, you don't want to win too hard, or else you won't get those close games. So the fact that I'm not doing anything and being useless here, although not intentionally, that's just how it is. The fact that I haven't already clipped out 3 people for like 5k damage or whatever, means that my team's gonna slowly lose, and it's gonna be a very close and interesting game. Alright, another 100 damage, guys. 100 damage, okay? It's been 3 minutes, and I've done 351 damage. That's an average of 100 damage a minute. But now look, the north is being shoved. I don't think I can halt the north. But the south, I think you can push it, because there's a lot of corridors and stuff, and when I mean by corridors, I don't mean 2 sides separated by a long distance hull down fighting. I mean, I can poke out a corner, clip someone out, and then hide and cool down. Like right here. Our team is being pushed this way, and I think this is the easier flank to win because there's less people here. And splendid. Perfect. 1,000 damage, didn't overheat. Alright. Okay. Cool down, and we're ready to do it again. Who shall I poke next? And, oh, a Cax over here. There's 1, 2, 3. Engine, come on. Okay, perfect. He got killed. Gotta be careful about the imbatable. I think he's reloading. That's why he's playing back there. Or maybe because I just, you know, clipped him out. He's side scraping. I'm not sure if I can overmatch his side. This is a 90 mil after all. However, we're going in, so let's go in, take advantage of this, and... Oh, you want to poke? Okay. Come on, and... Okay, perfect. We got him. We're on almost 3k damage, but holy shit, look at the score. Minus 6,000 HP. There's only 4 of us against like half of them. Put a few shots there. I don't know if those hit or not. I don't think so, but... Alright. Let's see. Can we hold back this huge shove? Thank God the enemies are not capping. It'll make for an actually interesting replay. For both teams, by the way. The game is more interesting for both sides when you don't cap. Anyway, you see, I looked behind me. That E4 is probably coming somewhere. However, I've got friends. He'll probably shoot them before me. Because I've got this cover right here. You see this E5? And, oh, hey, Leopard. Destroyed. Another one. And, oh, there's a Panzer wagon behind us. Ah, it'd be very nice to kill that guy. And the E4's here. Okay. All eyes on the E4. We need to get rid of that guy. So, let's see. Oh, shit. I was hoping the E4 would shoot that guy. So then I could get him while reloading. And he actually missed. Although he can pen me anywhere, the fact that I'm just side-scraping means I'm making myself a hard target, and it worked. And so, I'm actually just gonna fully just take this guy out before he even comes close to reloading. They're 3-capping right now. What? They left. They actually left. And if you look, it's basically a 1v5. I know there's a T-803 over there, but he's not gonna be of any help, and I did 1v1 that E4, right? To his credit, he did take out the grill on 80 HP, so it wasn't completely useless. But it begins 4,000 HP. Okay, 1v4. I'm actually going over here. I am not going to sit there. Even though it's a good hull down, I want to make my movements unpredictable. So I take that guy out. All right, keep moving, keep moving. They're now going to all hone in on this position right here. Okay, I got to keep these guys second guessing. Oh my god, that Leopard's got a lot of health. He actually rams me like an ape. It wouldn't have made a huge difference. Okay, holy shit, the Manticore's here. He also rams me. We're on 8,000 damage. The chat's about to explode right now. My track's broken. I'm trying to run away like, holy shit, I don't want to get ran over by that KR-1. Oh my, he has health too. Fortunately, this thing can pen it in the front. Okay, oh, he drove past engine, fire. Don't overheat. That would actually be game losing if I overheated. Track is fixed. I can get his side fully. Don't set me on fire. I track him. And it's pretty much over. Oh my effing G, you are the greatest. That was the first game of the day. It wasn't quite enough to 3-mark it, but it bumped it to like 94.9 or something. Now it says 9,700. It's actually 10,000. I guess I did hit the blind on the Manti, but yeah, wow. That was pretty cool, don't you think? And we're not done here, guys. I've got a lot more replays just like this. Now, to be fair, they did ram me, 2 of them, which helped me take them out a lot sooner. You can see the Leopard, that wasn't that much damage. Here's the thing, I still had 1,000 HP, so even if they didn't ram me, I think I would have had enough HP to survive their shots and kill them. So, it didn't make a huge difference. Anyway, if that T-803 died earlier, that would have been actually really cool because then I would have soloed the E4 and then it would have been a real 1v5. But, you know, whatever. It's still a very entertaining replay. Okay. How about we go to the next replay? Safe Haven in the Ares 90C. As you can see, I've already 3-marked it at this point. Yep. It wasn't too hard to 3-mark, to be honest. I wasn't trying super duper hard. It was just that I had to... You know, I had to turn that switch off in my brain that's like replay maxing, you know? Like replay maxing is making a stupid poke or stupid play because 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 times it'll play off and make for an interesting replay. But the other 3 out of 4 times you just die and then you just move on to the next replay. Now I'm coming into the bunker. I wouldn't recommend doing this. The only reason I'm doing this is because look, there's tier 9s. I'm actually top tier. And it's against 2 other Ares, which I don't think are going to come here. So, everything I'm going to be fighting, apart from the rat, is lower tier. And so this thing shits on lower tiers like you wouldn't believe. Now, I am going to have to shoot heavies frontally. This tank can actually kind of do it. You see, always do like a quick burst and then pull back so you don't take any return damage. Here I overheat. It's not such a big deal, right? After I shoot this guy, I'm going to pull back and I'm not really going to be able to shoot anything for a while. So overheating in this circumstance doesn't really matter. I know I say never overheat. That's just a general guideline for the average puppy. There are some circumstances where you can overheat. Like right here. Me overheating here didn't have any effect on my damage or anything at all. Because look, I'm not overheated. I'm still not poking anything. That IS-7 side scraping is shoot me right through the turret. And then what? I'm going to try and pen him while he's side scraping? Interestingly, I just discovered this. You can zoom your camera out of this. Not always, But sometimes, look, I'm pinging now, like, wow, wow, it's like I have free cam. I'm pinging that over there. I know, I'm a bit of a retard. I'm like a genius, but a retard. That's why I'm basically Kanye West. But anyway, let's move on here. There's a T-95, and I'm thinking, wait, he just crossed that? I'm pretty sure I can shoot him here. And that's actually probably his ass, because he's looking at the Progetto, and... Again, overheats, because what happens if I overheat? It's not like I'm going to be shooting anything else anytime soon. Now, it could be bad, like that rat right there. He just lost all his HP, and the reason I mention that is I don't want to overheat and then someone YOLOs me because they think I've overheated. Having this Tashin Rate here means that I'm probably not going to get YOLO'd. Who's going to YOLO a rat? Although, how did that happen, dude? You're literally against tanks 2 tiers lower and you lost all your HP. Putting some blinds there, a few of those hit. I don't quite remember how much damage that did. Maybe 200-300? But anyway, I'm sitting here waiting for opportunities. We're kind of losing the south part of the map, which means I can't actually really poke this anymore. You can see I'm having a look. If I get spotted now, I'm going to be shot from the middle. So, I'm actually kind of stuck here. Sorry, I wasn't expecting the Tashin Rate to lose all of his HP instantly like that, and... oh. Another, care package, puppy care package. Or as, what would they say? Paid actor? Let's see. Try to get this guy as low as possible to help our Progetto out. There we go. He was a one-shot either way, but it's fine. So, exactly, look at this. He's gonna shoot me. This tank does have side armor. Let's try and wiggle. There we go. He hit my side at a steep angle, but... yeah, this is... it's getting pretty bad over here. The Bat Chat in chat says, they rip through everything. Is he... I think he's talking about the Ares. Fortunately, you have a 3-marked Ares on your team who is extremely arrogant. So he's literally too arrogant to die. Anyway, take that guy out, but... I was actually hoping to leave without being spotted. But now they know I'm here. And look, this Panzerwagon's keeping me proxied. I actually just can't leave it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Boys, there's the Sentinel and... oh, okay. Fire, 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 please. Fire, fire. Looks like I'm gonna have to take some shit from him. Don't overheat. I cannot overheat now. And, alright. I'm pretty much over. I'm dead now, right? No. I will never die. Chem's too angry to die. At least in the Ares. I make it out on 100 HP. I love hardening so much. Now, this is where it starts to get very, very crazy, because what happens when you're a one-shot alone? What happens is that you get YOLO'd, okay? Oh, shit. I start shooting this guy. It looks like he panics. You see that? He shoots and misses. The Sentinel's coming. Okay, kill this guy, kill this guy. I'm auto-aiming so I can keep track of my movements. Position is more important. Don't get shot by the rat. Rat misses. Sentinel here. I have a hull down. Check this out. I actually set him on fire. Get fucked, nerd. Okay, we're on 7,000 damage. Now there's a whole ass rat in front of me, okay? What am I supposed to do to this guy? I can't really pen him anywhere from the front, not even the lower plate. You can sort of pen the mouse's lower plate, I think. Flat on. At least from experience, you're not really penning the rat at all. Now, you can see I did a double take there. I was like, wait a minute. They actually all left. They've progressed so far past the south that they all left. And I can actually get to this spot over here, which is really good. Now, look. Did I pinged the Progetto. I did actually specifically ping the Progetto for help, and then I left. It would be such a huge dick move to let this Progetto die to the rat. So I'm like, okay. This guy actually went out of his way to help me. I'm gonna help him now. I actually damaged his ammo rack there. Flat ass, come on. Even the flat ass, I'm still bouncing. Alright, alright. Okay, rat's not looking. Come on, come on. It's a fucking boss battle here. I'm chewing through this rat. Side of the turret, not happening. Lower plate, yeah, it's also not really happening. The rat's not looking at me because he's kind of realized that I'm a huge fucking problem and that the one-shot Ares is way more dangerous or way more of a priority target than a Progetto. Anyway, check this out. You can just HE the top of his turret. 256. That's not that bad, considering, first of all, I wouldn't have done any damage, and secondly, this tank does like 100 damage increments, and it's as if I just did 2 shots there, and I actually took him out with HE. So that took a while. We're still down HP. However, I saved the Progetto. Thank you, sir. Brothers in arms, literally. You came to my aid. I will not abandon you. However, they still have their own Ares, and he has a lot of HP. That's probably the most dangerous target. And actually, a Char Future and... oh god, these guys have a lot of HP. Okay, back up E4. I can actually help you. If this guy YOLOs in... he's, okay, perfect. Boop, 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 boop. Minus 500. That's very nice. Did he shoot the E4? I thought he was a one-shot. Maybe a low roll, but... the Char somehow gets himself killed. I think the Progetto might have clipped him out. Now that he's reloading, I need to support the E4. Because remember, if you're only interested in getting a high damage score, why should you help your team? Well, if your team dies too quickly, then you're next. So, unless you're an Ares, you just fucking kill them all. But still, I'm a one-shot, okay? I don't really have HP to make any plays. I need my team to distract them or make plays for me. Now look, E4 is back there. He probably won't see me because I have a lot of camo. Ares is over there. He's not also not going to see me. I can actually just come over here and take this guy out and help my E4. And, oh, shit. Oh, thank God. I mean, I wasn't quite a one-shot, but still. You need to, when you're in a close game like this, you need to take people out as quickly as you can. Now, it depends, okay? There's a game that I'm going to show you on Empire's Border where actually, no, let them come in because we have such good positions. Think Mountain Pass before they changed it. Do you want to go brawl with the big heavies and kill them as quickly as you can? Or let them come in. Let them come into the crossfire. Exactly. However, in this circumstance... oh, circumstance. Holy shit. There really isn't any, like, crossfire epic positions to take. It's just a, you know, big dynamic fight. The longer we let that E4 dick around, the higher chance that he actually just gets around us and kills us. And he did actually leave his camping spot. To his peril. Took him out just like that. Now, it's me and an E4 against an Ares. Okay. He's on 17 HP. I wouldn't be so quick to poke because the Ares, I think, can pen an E4's cupola. Maybe, maybe not. I think he can. Yeah, I think it can, but... look, he loads HE. He kills him in one shot. This idiot Ares is not loading HE. He's just blowing all his HP away. Anyway, so I get over here. Shots? Okay, you want a side scrape? I'll just load HE. Okay. Where'd he go? Hello? Yeah. This Ares is on 5 kills. I'm on 7 kills. That's just kind of how it is. He has a very powerful tank. He knows how to poke. He knows how to do all sorts of things. He can micro his tank, etc. Get good high damage games. But when it comes to a close game, I mean, he poked an E4 twice and got shot twice. And now any chance of him winning this is severely diminished. You should play Steel Hunter because it'll prepare you for close games. I know it sounds weird. It does. Why was I auto-aiming that KPZ instead of just aiming perfectly? I was keeping track of my movements to not get shot by the other guys. Anyway, I took him out. Very easy. I had HE loaded. Boom, boom, boom. 2 marked E4, 3 marked Ares. But yeah, why was I auto-aiming the KPZ instead of carefully shooting him? Well, because I was paying attention to the Sentinel and the Rat. My position is more important in that circumstance than actually shooting, because he's a one-shot. So I'll kill him eventually with auto-aim. Anyway, I was talking about that that game on Empire's Border. Why don't we look at that one next? Here's the Empire's Border game. Look at my equipment. Chems. What kind of cope ultra gun handling equipment is this? Is it good? No. Don't use it. I was testing it. I know it doesn't reduce dispersion after firing, but a lot of this tank is like very reactionary. A lot of shooting on the move, turning the turret while shooting, etc. So I thought, what if I like put on the maximum gun dispersion gun handling equipment? Will it mean I'm like a CSGO, like on the move legend? And it's like, it's a little bit like that, but it's really not worth dropping hardening for it. Yeah. Even this turbo right here, I still get a good, decent top speed increase. However, I would just stick to Bond. Or not Bond. Oh yeah, it is Bond. I always say Bond when I mean Bounty, but this time I actually was using Bond. Because of the reverse speed. However, if it was a choice between this tier 3 turbo or a Bounty turbo, I would actually choose this because they're basically the same. The horsepower is not quite the same, but basically same top speed, same reverse speed. And you just get that slight gun handling increase. Now, listen. If you don't have much components, should you use it on this? No, you don't need to. Vert stabs is good enough. And, oh. I actually just didn't pin any fucking shot there. However, this guy gives me his side. Oh, okay, I'll take it. You give me your side for 1 second. I do 2 crits and minus 600 to you. So. Now, if you look at the map, they're getting to our base aggressively. They're aggressively encroaching on our base. And I don't usually go back to base because, like, that's lame and boring, but there is so much people there. I was like, oh. I started pinging people like, hey, guys, we actually got a huge situation coming to our cap circle. Not 2 minutes into this game. So I ping a few people because, you know, average shitter doesn't look at their minimap. And we got some people coming back. We got the SDK. I pinged the ship barn. He's turning now. He's actually looking. So, already it begins. We've already down minus 6,000 and a few guys dead. I'm basically just going to have to be firing all the time. I load HE to get the Hirsch. It doesn't look like the Hirsch is poking. It's actually a leopard there. And okay, they're looking at me now. At some point, I'm going to start side scraping. So, let's see. Okay, now I'm starting to side scrape. And okay, shit barn. Okay, calm down. That is a lot of meat. We're being triple capped. If it comes down to it, I'll go in. I'm like the best tank to reset the cap. This dude pokes. A lot of those shots missed. So it goes to show you the gun handling equipment didn't even do that much. I decide, okay, I'm going to have to take a shot from this guy. If I want to reset the cap, this dude has to be killed. So let's see. He gets one shot into me. I kill him. All right, I'm about to overheat. Don't overheat. Okay, this guy's going to start poking. I've got a side scrape right here. Perfect. He doesn't want to poke out too much because I still got allies, thankfully. He's loaded HE. There's a Hirsch. Look at that. The Hirsch buries his shot into the side of my tank. Boom, boom, boom. Just keep firing, keep firing, keep firing. Switch to HE. This Hirsch wants to poke. Okay, how about you eat fucking HE? Ready? Again, he buried the shot into the side of my tank. He thinks that this tank has no armor. It does certainly have armor. And just like that, we've halted their entire push, and I only took one shot. And that one shot I took is when I wanted to take the shot. I was like, I'll trade my HP to kill this hacker right here. I've blocked 2k damage. But, like, right when we're about to clear out this side of the map, you can see right here. There, we just killed them all. Look at the other side of the map. Now they're pouring in. This map is kind of like the old mountain pass. You can get a hull down tank here and someone up here and form the most intense crossfire of all time. Now this rock will protect them when they push in, so it's not quite like a mountain pass. Mountain pass was something special, man. However, it still works, and okay. The hacker left. I said in chat, set up a crossfire. One tank can flank around like the hacker. I think that's okay. But the majority of us, we need to hunker down and sit in our base because you don't want to split up your forces against... Look at this. These guys are full health. We need all the firepower we can get. So I'm double bushed here. Okay. You can see the gun handling equipment didn't really do much. Now you might say, chems, try improved aiming and vents. It's not dispersion after firing you need to fix. It's the accuracy. I already did that, guys. I already did that. It didn't make much of a difference either. So, I'm pinging over there. Get to that slope. Because that means they have to push in and be in a huge crossfire. And it looks like this SDK is actually in a hull down, so that's good. E4 pokes. He gets shot. Okay, there's the S-Conk. I'll take a shot from him. It's fine. We need to start, like, chewing these guys' HP down. The hacker actually managed to get around them. And yes, I'm going to be taking shots from the S-Conk. It's fine. I need to kill this BZ because if our E4 dies, that's our distraction gone. You know what I mean? Like, the only reason I have side shots on this S-Conk and I'm going to set him on fire is because he's distracted against the E4. There we go. Set him on fire. Perfect. And now, I have the back of these guys. That hacker actually provided a decent distraction. It was good that at least one person went around. And so you can see, we actually completely pulled this back. However, we're still down a little bit of HP. Those guys got a lot of health. I'm not quite a one-shot. However, it's a 705 with like a hull down side scrape. It's like perfect for him. It's not gonna happen, right? So you know what? I'm just gonna H you to death. Even though it's doing a little bit of damage, I just want to invoke panic into this guy. I want him to be like, ah, shit. Sitting here is just making me lose HP. Make him leave, make him readjust, do something. Now, I should probably be shooting the top of his turret. However, if I recall correctly, the top of his turret is not actually weak, is it? It's not an overmatch. I get spotted there. Luckily, the 705 missed because it is a 705 at the end of the day. And so I'm going to HE this guy on the move while I approach him. And then switch to APCR and try to flank him. That's a lot of HP to steal. However, he gets set on fire. He gets smacked by the SDK. He's going to stare me down, okay? He knows what an Ares is, okay? He knows... Don't give your side to an Ares. I did pick up the kill for 29 HP, but... Yeah, wow, look at that. Again... 2 marked and 3 marked. Taking the good positions, clutching the game. So... Cams, do you have any other Kolobanovs? I mean, these are close games, but I want to see a Kolobanovs. Alrighty. I think that'll be the last replay I'll show you guys. How about that? 1v5. Let's move on to the next replay. Ah. Outpost. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a dog shit map for this tank. It's a below average map in general, but specifically for this tank, it's not very good. Now, I was trying something out. Usually you would go over here and shoot them as they go up to the middle. I was checking this right here, and I would have probably clipped out that T100, but I was thinking, well, you could spot heavies crossing here. Can you actually shoot them by any chance? Now, this might be smart if you had like a high alpha tank where you could put one shot into someone as they cross. Not this tank. And of course, when you shoot, you get spotted. So I wouldn't recommend coming here. And so I see, I was gonna leave, but then I see, wait a minute, this E3, this is actually very helpful for our team. And oh, yeah, this is why you don't come here, right? Because you can just get shot. He missed, fortunately, so I'm gonna take the hint and get the hell out of here. But yeah, so I guess that was good. Look at that E3. E3 is pretty nasty tank to deal with, especially if you don't fire gold or anything. And so the fact that he's already on 900 HP should be very good for our team. But now what? I don't want to go where that Ares 90 is because it's just sniping at tank destroyers every once in a while. Like a tank destroyer gets spotted, you get to put like 1 shot into him and then he pulls back. And I guess for this tank you get to put like 3 shots into him and then he pulls back. Maybe 4. But is that what's gonna get you a huge damage game? I don't think so. And so I'm thinking, can I actually get up here? Nobody seems to be poking this. I should be able to come up here unspotted, right? And, oh. Okay, look who decided to show up. Put one little measly round into him, but I'm gonna back up here. They have an arty, so if I just sit here spotted, it's gonna shoot me eventually. I still want to go up and, oh, there's the grill 15. Maybe I should be hanging out with that other Ares. I probably would have gotten a lot of shots into him and... Oh, okay, look at this guy. He knows the perfect time when to poke, eh? But... At this point, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Just fuck this, okay? It's not gonna happen here, okay? Just gonna get myself spotted. Probably artied. I should just heed my own advice and go to the heavy flank. However, this heavy flank kind of sucks because it's basically only frontally, and it's really just like a poking game. You poke, and when they poke, you put a shot and pull back before they can return the shot, right? That doesn't really work with this tank. I would love to be in the middle, because although the middle doesn't really have any more shots than what I have right now, it's good for just map control, right? If they start pushing into our base or whatever, I'm up there. It's very good. Now, I sneak on over here. Maybe I can put a few shots into this guy's ass, set him on fire. Let's see. Our EBR is actually going to the base. Hopefully he kills Artie. That'd be amazing. Does he kill it? Perfect. What a beast. The first shot missed, and so I only get to put 2 into him. That's barely anything, and now he knows I'm here. Alright, this replay not looking so good, huh? Kind of reminds you of the game on Paris, where it was just like doing jack shit for most of it. However, I think this, I haven't 3-marked it yet. Yeah, so I'm playing not replay maxing, and I'm trying to get, like, good damage. I think you need to do, like, 5,500 to 3-mark this tank, at least when it first came out. It probably will drop a little bit as more casual players get it, but... yeah, I put in all this hard work to get 1,600. I'm looking at the heavy flank. Are we gonna win it? I think we are. Certainly, if I just go in and YOLO and clip them out, we're definitely gonna win. And so, I need to actually do something before all this HP runs out. So, take out this T-803. Okay. Didn't quite get him, but hey. KR1. There we go. Now, there's a Badger on a lot of health. But, oh, okay, this Ares is... I don't want to go sideways onto the Ares. Hopefully, he's bouncing and missing a lot of shots, so he's probably going to be overheated just about now. Badger, can I get the Badger? Come on. There, I actually got him. I got to track him. Gets him a little bit of assist. Come here, and... yeah. 4,000 damage. And it feels like it's the end of the game now. You know how it is on this fucking map. As soon as you win this area, now you just... it's an avalanche. You go and take out all the tank stores over there. However, we're only up by 1,400. So, my allies... Contriver, basically full. It's very interesting. They're just sitting. I guess they're afraid of the Ares. Anyway, there's a hacker there. He actually spots me. Not very good. I was hoping I could sneak on through here, but... that is his side. He misses in a hacker somehow. Yeah, I don't know. There's the top of his tank. I'm gonna load HE for it. He probably activated his ability there. I should have seen that coming. However, I think I did just splash him for like 125, which is like more than the APCR alpha of this tank. And I'm so sweaty, I actually just did not see that leopard. I was tunnel visioning very hard there. Huge misplay, but oh well. Our team is now finally moving up after I've taken 2 shots. But yeah, okay. We're actually down 3,000 HP. How did that happen? I mean, I lost some HP, but it doesn't look like we're actually gonna win now. Like, we're all clumped up right here, and our base is open. So now I'm thinking... that Ares is probably gonna poke there to try and shoot us in the side, right? But no, he's actually just over there. And, okay, there's the EBR. EBR needs to die, okay? That's non-negotiable. Having an EBR have all the vision like that in this map... we can't win with an EBR alive. There's Sakal, he spotted me, he's got a piece of cover there, so I can't really shoot him. But, oh, okay, looks like he went down. I don't want to eat a shot to clip him out, I kind of need my HP, but it looks like I'm going to eat a shot anyway, because he's just so insistent on getting a shot into me. Like a complete total retard, dude. I'm getting shot from multiple angles. I'm very lucky. Well, I don't think I was a one-shot actually, but... this guy being just a complete retard, insisting on throwing his tank away to put 2 shots into me. Okay, fine. You're dead now. However, check this out. I can actually take this part of the map up here, which is very useful. Unfortunately, I can't really defend it because I'm a one-shot. So if anybody tries to take it from me, I have to bail. Anyway, oh, there's the EBR. This tank is just perfect for shooting EBRs. Check this out. He crashed. It was worth overheating if it meant that I could put an extra round into him and kill him. But he crashed anyway. With their EBR out of the game, it's actually very, very winnable now. However, we're still down a lot of HP. And I didn't see that Ares, right? So that Ares could be coming like that, but I would have seen him. So I think he's probably going like this, right? He's coming to the middle to kill me. I am a one-shot after all. And I read this dude like a book, because check this out, right? Okay. He's not poking there anymore. Yeah, he did come up. The contriver turns to face him. I'm gonna sit here because the other Ares in the grill might try to flank him from behind. So I want to be prepared to shoot them as they flank him from behind. However, he actually came from over there. This is very bad, dude. They're tag teaming this guy. I can't really do anything. Now check this out. I'm thinking, what is the chances this guy tries to flank the contriver from there? And he's so confident that I'm not here, he actually just fully goes in. He starts shooting at me. I really need to take this guy out before he gets to me. I overheat. The contriver, what a beast, takes him out with a double. However, overheating was not the play there. I thought I was gonna die and I was just gonna have to get my last few amount of damage in. However, contriver saves my ass. Now, we need to take out this grill. But where's the other Ares? I think the alpha of this tank is 115. Yeah, so I'm just straight up a one-shot. He pokes, gets shut down by the contriver. Okay. Where is the other Ares? He could barrel around any corner right now and just put a shot into me and set this guy on fire and take him out. So, yeah. Where did he go? Where do you guys think he went? Try to think to yourself, where did he go? I'm sitting here. I'm going to let the contriver do all the poking and, you know, let him dip his toes in the water. He's got HP. He starts moving and turning and then he stops and he writes spotted. And I think, oh, spotted? Then he must be over there, right? If you drove over here and crossed this gap and you got spotted, then he would be over there, right? So this contriver pokes. Let's see. Is he gonna say anything? I don't know if he got spotted or not. So what's the plan? We're kind of like stuck here. We don't really know where to go. We have no idea where the Ares is. He got spotted when he drove to this spot. So the Ares knows where we are. So I think, oh, is he there? Can he spot him from that bush? I fired to do a spotting check. I didn't get spotted. Okay. The contriver pokes there to go there. And I want to go there, but let's see. He's reversing up it. I guess that's smart. Don't want to give your ass to him. So I type in chat, spotted still? No. Oh, you didn't get spotted driving that way? Well, if the heavy didn't get spotted, I say fire, do a spotting check. Okay, he fires. I'm passing the knowledge to this guy. No? No. Okay, I guess we really can just drive up here for free then. If you shot and you didn't get spotted, then he's certainly not looking anywhere over here. In that case, where the fuck is he? He could be back here, in which case it'd be like kind of impossible to push their base. Maybe the contriver could do it because he's got armor. But yeah, I don't know. The Ares kind of has a small turret and you're gonna have to stop and aim at him, right? So I type in chat 3 minutes double cap, or I sit in the back of their cap, hull down, and you draw him in. Because remember, if I go into the cap circle and he just rushes the cap circle, I instantly die. Right? Then what? Okay? Do we really think we're gonna cap this? No. The Ares has enough mobility to come back. So if I could sit in the bush, but shit, he could blind fire the bush. I have 100 HP. If I had 500 HP, I would go cap with the contriver and use him for cover. Because then I could tank a few shots and reposition myself. However, I'm literally a one-shot. If I sit in the bush, he could blind it. So I have formulated a plan. This guy's gonna go along with it because, I don't know, there's not really anything else to do. We could try to double cap. Very risky. He barrels into the cap circle. Maybe he gets doubled. Maybe he comes from behind us. He takes me out and then he hides. Now what? So, I sit here. Alright. The Ares cannot fully clip out the Contriver in one magazine. I think maybe if he overheats he could, but... He could set him on fire, but that's not guaranteed. So, he's facing that way. If the Contriver gets YOLO'd from the ass, guess what? I clip him out. I clip out the Ares easily. So, here we are. Will this plan work? If this Contriver gets reset by maybe a blind or whatever, I would have to go into the cap circle. There's no other choice. We don't have enough time for just one person to cap. You can see the Contriver, he has his ass out, but he's aiming that way. So either the Ares comes from behind and he kills him, or the Ares comes from in front and he doesn't pen half his shots. So this is actually a smart move. But let's see here. Very risky. I'm sitting still. So I should see him before he sees me. I immediately open fire and... Beautiful. Beautiful. You can see the Ares, of course, because I'm stationary and he's moving, I'll spot him first, right? That's why I don't need to be in a bush. We're the same tank, he's moving, I'm not. I see him, I open fire, he looks to me, but he's like, wait, the cap. So he looks to the cap and then he gets shot by the Contriver. Actually, I'm gonna replay that. I want to see that, oh. Well, the game just fucking crashed. Well, I guess you're not seeing it. Alright. Ares on Ghost Town. This is actually one of the earliest replays I ever played of this tank. Only one mark, and I have a bounty turbo. Check that out. This is like day 2 of playing. So, day 2, and I get the crazy 1v5 I was talking about. I don't remember if it was 1v5 or 1v4, but the other person I was with before he died, he didn't really do much. So, anyway, we're gonna come over here. Can't really go to the city. You don't have enough pen. What, are you gonna Cupola snipe a Tito 3? That's stupid. So, hopefully, we can catch someone off guard and shoot him. This ASXX is just YOLOing in instantly. Can't say that would have been my first move. Especially against 2 Ares. However, this guy overpokes a little bit. And so, he's greeted with minus 560 immediately. But, yeah, look, there's a lot of people here, a lot of hull downs. This guy actually drove in. Kind of missed it, but it's okay. Udez, a bunch of hull down tanks. I don't have the pen for that. This is gonna be a long, boring game, guys. Remember what I said, you don't want to win too hard. That way you have actually a close game at the end. So, I decide, well... Udez doesn't have thick armor, it just has very well sloped armor. Which means HE should actually do wonders to him. And it kind of has, look. I mean, assuming I hit, and not armor not hit. I did 100 damage with 3 shots. Not too bad. We could slowly whittle this guy down. There's actually a bush in front of us. And this tank is so low profile that I can use it and not be spotted. So you can see here, I have HE loaded, although I could have penned him with APCR, but I didn't know if he was going to poke like that. But you can see I'm not spotted, so there we go. 71, it's not the greatest amount of damage, but it's better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, this is how it's going to be for a while. So, what do you guys think of the Ares tanks? Look at that. You can see I have figured out how to make 3D styles where you see the camo net? It sits on the turret, but it actually deforms with the gun. When the gun moves up and down, the camo deforms with it. Now, you would see this if I actually moved my fucking gun 1 inch, but I'm not, so you're not gonna see it. You just have to take my word for it. Yes. This is, what can you expect, man? Ghost Town. 2 sides separated by a long distance. These guys are hull down. If you look at the other side of the map, we've got people going down the 0 line. Of all fucking tanks, an imbattable does it. So, you know, the tank with no armor, or not, well, no armor and no camo at all. Oh, okay. This, Karo's going in. Why? There's 2 Ares over there, and you're a Karo. He actually pokes up a little bit, and I aim for the tracks. Of course, these tanks have reserve tracks for no fucking reason at all. Why do these tanks have reserve tracks? Like, isn't it kind of funny? The Yo tanks, that was their whole gimmick. It's like, wow, they got the reserve track, guys. It's incredible. And then now these tanks come out. Guys, new gimmick. Insane high DPM autoloader. Or auto cannon. It also gets reserve tracks. Okay. So it gets 2 abilities for free. And, oh. I love ASX. XXs. They're so juicy. It looks like, though, these guys are getting pretty rowdy. At any moment now, they're gonna dump these people. Well, in theory, they will. I don't know if they will, because they don't have that much HP, and I'm a full health Ares over here, so it's kind of risky for them. That was kind of unlucky. I don't know where half those shots went, but I should have killed that guy, but... What do you guys think? Is this tank too overpowered? Like, in my personal opinion... It is very strong. At least in my hands, I find it very strong. I enjoy playing it. I feel like I can really have an impact on the game. Like, as I've been showing you, I have all these incredible close games. Which means, to me, it's fun. So if someone said, this tank needs to be nerfed, I would say no, because I'm having so much fun in it. But as far as balance-wise, I don't know if I should say yes or no. By the way, it's 2-8. It looks like we're only down 2k HP though. So, apparently all of our friends are full HP, however they're out of render, right? So they're definitely not full HP. But should this tank get nerfed? Maybe, but I don't want it to get nerfed. I like playing this tank. But, you know, you can make that argument, hey, well, if you like playing the Chieftain, should the Chieftain get nerfed? Well, yeah, the Chieftain is a hull-down, boring, obnoxious OP tank. Obviously. But this tank, it's not so easy to play. It's not just brain off. Anyway, check this out. Where'd this guy go? I really thought I could spot him, but he's actually on the edge of my spotting distance, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, look, if this tank gets nerfed, I won't be surprised. I'll be kind of sad. If I hope it doesn't, because I have fun playing it. I know a lot of you guys are like, this tank is super broken OP shit. It's actually quite hard to play. So if you think it's so broken and OP, why don't you buy it and play it? If you think you can do Kolobanovs every fucking game. Anyway, look, these guys are actually very low HP. I got hit by the ASXX. That's kind of sad, I hope. Wish I didn't get hit by him. I'm gonna HE this guy's turret to death, because he's hull down now. Yep. Yeah, you didn't think of that one, did you? Next, the ASX... Oh. Full health grill. Alright. Load the HE for him, and... Yeah, I actually kind of missed all of those shots. KR1 coming in. Switch back to HE. I only have 5 HE left, but... He's hard to pen, so... Perfect. This is when you should use HE. Like that. Front of the KR1, shooting down on him, which means his lower plate is not pennable. You fire HE. Now the grill is back. Sadly, I don't have any more HP or HE left. This Ares is actually moved up as a one-shot. It's kind of a bold move, but... ASX is a one-shot. Let's kill this guy quickly. I'm willing to take a shot from him if I could kill him. I actually didn't kill him. Fuck. It's fine, though. This guy, he's being kind of a bitch. And now, look. It's 2v6. No, 2v7, actually. Okay, this guy's low health. I need to kill this guy. Come on. Okay, perfect. 2v6 now. It would be very nice if that Ares wasn't here spotting us. And so I'm saying, hey, 268, you want to actually just go over to that corner instead? Yeah. Now, we could sit here. We both have HP, which is good, but we could sit here and let them surround us. And this is kind of a good place to defend, but having an Ares at the back of us means that we're just going to take a shit ton of damage the moment we occupy ourselves with one of their allies. Now, look, the grill has overpoked to shit. I don't have HE, but hopefully I could just track him. The fucking 268 missed. That's what I mean by him being useless. 268 is not that inaccurate. I think it's actually a pretty accurate tank. And the grill was tracked, but... Yeah, maybe I should take more HE. The Type 5 is over there. Let's see, can I spot him? 268 is like the only thing that can pen him. He's got a billion heat pen. He's not here, so I make a decision. Check this out. Would you have made this decision? I have decided I'm going to take this opportunity now to YOLO this guy and eat a shot from the grill before they all pile up over here, and then we're stuck here for the whole game. Will it pay off? Alright, took this guy out. Now, focus my attention to the grill. Hopefully the 268 will shoot the grill. He's not. I'm wiggling this. He actually missed like a shitter. This 268 is not paying attention at all. Oh, now you're gonna poke, and then he dies. Okay. So, it's a 1v5. Play the music. It's already playing. I basically have to eat a shot from this grill in order to kill him. Now, I'm gonna juke him a little bit here. Had I had HE, I probably would have killed him before taking a shot from him. Yeah. Now, I could have sat hull down there, but then I would have been shot in the ass by the Type 5 for 1,000, because he probably has HE. Not a good idea. Now it's worth overheating, right? I'm gonna kill this guy. The idea was to kill him before he put a shot into me. If he had put a shot into me, then, okay, I don't have to overheat. But, so, these guys are gonna be coming in any second now, right? And here they come. Here is the VZ55. Boom, 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 boom. Minus 500. Very nice, very nice. However, now he's looking at me. I think maybe I can pen him. That's a bit of his side right there. Let's see. Poke, poke. Do not get spotted. The moment you get spotted, they're all going to hone in on your position. And there's an E3 coming. I decide, okay, fine, I'll shoot the E3. That's actually his side. There we go. Now check this out. This is, you need to keep this in mind. All of them except the Type 5 have been shot from here. They're gonna hone on this position. Type 5 likely to follow. He sees his allies all going right here. He thinks, oh, the Ares is there. Don't sit there. Leave. I'm gonna come over here and go to this bush. That way, they're literally gonna be driving up this way, and I'm gonna shoot them in the side. We're getting capped though, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up quickly and make it back to the cap circle. There's the E3. I was not quite fast enough to get shots in his side. It would have been peak, man. I might have been able to kill him, actually. Although I would have gotten spotted. So it's actually, it's kind of good, actually. I didn't get spotted. I can make my way back to the base and reset it. Alrighty. We're on a Top Gun, by the way. And so it's going to be 10 kills, like 11,000 damage if I can get through this. But I just need to get back to the base. I should have enough time here. I'm going a bit wide because E3 might be coming along that way, so he might see me. Alright. Oh, 35 seconds. Am I gonna make it back to the base? The VZ55's there. It'd be so nice to shoot him, but I've got priorities. The base is under capture by... What would it be? I guess it would be the 121, because the other people were coming to get me. 15 seconds. Will I make it back? Well, I can see the cap circle now. Where is this person? I zoom out. Ah, KR1 or Bush. This guy sees me. And where is he? 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 Really, bro? Look at this. Look at this fucking sweat. Yep. Kolobanov's halted by some jackass capping. Yeah. Guys, I hate people that cap. Look. So what you lose? So what? It was more fun to fight and lose than to cap. And then the enemy that won gets an insane replay. Like that game on Paris, they didn't cap. That's how I was able to get such an insane replay. Fucking annoying cappers, dude. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna pretend that this was a Kolobanov's because I honestly think I could have definitely won this. Let's say there was none of this here and he was sitting here or whatever and I shot him and reset him from over there. That's phenomenal, dude. Because once I get unlit, the whole map is my oyster. I can go over here to reset. I could double back, because maybe they'll cut in. I could double back, shoot them in the side. It would have been magnificent, man. Fucking blue balled. But, oh well. I have some more replays, but I think this video is long enough. And I think I'll actually just play this tank more. See if I can get a true Kolobanovs. But yeah, I hope this video was entertaining for you. And thanks for watching.